Greetings everyone in the Cosiverse and welcome to CostumeTrek. I'm Nola and today I'm doing a quick toot on molding and casting plastics. We received a commission to create some bespoke bow ties as part of a fundraiser for the Chicago Multicultural Dance Center and their Hiplet Ballerinas. The bow ties needed to be in the shape of ballet slippers, which we had a prototype to design from.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out into probably half an inch, maybe a little deeper, and then I'm going to cut this out, lay it over, and carve it out so it has a perfectly flat top, and then I can go ahead and mold in
the detail.
Yeah.
I called in my friend Brackney-Wandelear to sculpt the design in a clay positive, which we would then cast into a negative mold.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of like it without the edge. I don't know about you, but
well,
I can
it needs to look like a shoe, and that's one of the things with. Oh, I see what you're saying. This edge here.
I think this looks cleaner. I think this looks more like a shoe. And what I could do is I could blend this in, but not on this side. So it would be more like a shoe.
Do that, and let's see what it looks like. We made some slight modifications to bring out more detail and make a cleaner mold. So can we do, because like this, the edges on those have because it's a cording, it's got that detail. Can we add some of the, just sort of the little line detail so it looks like it's got a little bit of that on this edge? When the sculpture was finished, it was glued to a piece of cardboard for the first step in making of the negative mold. From here, the project was handed off to Sarah Levinson, whose first task was to make a tray out of the flat cardboard that the sculpture is glued to. The tray has to be securely hot glued on all of the seams, inside and out, to support the weight of the liquid silicone and to prevent leaks. We use silicone rubber purchased from Reynolds Advanced Materials. It's an easy-to-use 2-part silicone rubber, but always read all the instructions and do the test molds before trying it out on a real project. Mix the 2 parts thoroughly, and always remember the mold release. Pour in the mixed silicone. Then tap or agitate the mold to get the bubbles to release from the sculpture and float to the surface. We let the silicone set up for about 24 hours. When the silicone is fully cured, peel back the cardboard tray and carefully remove the clay sculpture, as you may still need to use this to do an additional mold if the first one didn't turn out right. The negative mold may have some excess silicone in places and residual clay from the sculpture. Go ahead and remove these to clean it up. For making the actual bow ties, we use liquid plastic, which we also got from Reynolds Advanced Materials. Once again, always read your instructions and do tests before using on the actual project. Some liquid plastics and silicones are measured by weight and others by volume. Color tint is added to part B of the liquid plastic as well as casting glitter. Mix thoroughly. Then pour into the mold and gently agitate to release any bubbles. Let it sit for about an hour, then gently pop it out of the mold. Now you have your plastic piece, but we had a few more steps to do to complete the bow ties. After some minor sanding of the edges, the cord detail is painted with metallic acrylic ink. Next, the fabric is laid out and marked for the neck strap. Then I cut it out and sewed the long edges together. Using a special magic wand tool, the right side is pulled out. After that, the seam is steam ironed flat. Two pieces of trim are hand sewn together. Then a gem is sewn to the trim. Make sure the trim is long enough to wrap around the center of the tie with room for overlap. Then glue the trim to the tie center. Set that aside to dry. The sliding size adjuster is put on near one end of the strap, then sewn into place. Next, the hook loop is put on the strap, and the loose end of the strap is threaded back through the sliding size adjuster. You may need to trim the strap shorter to ensure the proper range of sizes for the wearer. Then, the hook end itself is put on the strap and sewn into place. Lay the strap across the back of the tie, then overlap the ends of the trim and hand sew them together. And here's the finished project. If you want to experience the world one costume at a time with us, subscribe, ring the bell, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out our website, CostumeTrek.com. See you next time!